Hey there, hi there, oh there, where there, here there, on your daily Kingdom Rhymes with your host, at For Reals Janie. First off, today I want to say I'm going to start adding some new content and I'm going to try to be more consistent with my content. It's just hard for me because I just struggle, especially this time of year, with a little bit of seasonal depression. In the wintertime, it's very hard for me. I'm going to share with you something personal that you may or may not have heard about me, and it is that I have a metabolic disorder. My disorder does destroy my teeth and my bones. My bones are literally almost dust, but I still do work. And I've been struggling with the issue of losing my teeth because I've always taken very good care of my teeth. I've always kept them white and clean, and unfortunately, because I can't do anything about my metabolic disorder, it is destroying my teeth. So, in the next couple of years, I'm going to be faced with most likely dentures because I cannot afford implants or porcelain crowns. So, I'm going to share that with you. And it's personal, it's TMI, but someone else might have these struggles too. And unfortunately, my teeth have been a huge struggle for me since I was a child. I was born redheaded, although you can't tell because I do put blonde highlights in it. And I had large teeth from a very early age. Since I've had my adult teeth, I used to get bullied and picked on, and it's no big deal. I feel like that's part of growing up. Not everybody gets bullied, not everybody gets picked on. However, I think it helps build your character, and I'm not condoning bullying in any way, shape, or form. I am just speaking out from my life experience of being bullied. I used to be very angry and aggressive about it, and I would even fist fight girls or boys growing up. And not that I am proud of being violent or fist fighting, I'm just saying it was part of my life growing up. I had to defend myself, and I am just telling you how I live. So, having said that, I just want to tap on to another subject, which is makeup. I myself do not know how to apply makeup. I just put on makeup. I was never allowed to wear makeup as a child. It wasn't until I was 17, 18 years old that I was allowed to actually wear makeup. I used to sneak makeup. I used to steal it from the drugstore, put it on at school, wipe it off before I got home. And it's not because I had overly terrible mother. She was just looking out for me. And when I grew up and graduated high school, all the things I thought were terrible about my parenting, I ended up appreciating because I was one of many children of my family that did not graduate high school. So it was a huge milestone for me. And I was very proud of it. And I thanked my parents because had they not pulled me in and reined me in, who knows how my life would have turned out. I absolutely don't know. So back to makeup. Yes, with this disorder I have metabolically, it does affect your brain. So I have what they would say, I would say ADD brain. So I apologize for when I get off topic. I don't ever do anything in a straight line. My whole life has been like a zigzag because of the way my brain thinks. So, anyway, I just wanted to say makeup. First of all, you might like it, you might hate it. I'm plenty sure there's lots of room down in the comments to let me know everything I do wrong with my makeup. First of all, I'll start off with I bought this little gadget here. It's a wall trimmer, and it is an electric eyebrow trimmer, and it turns into a nose hair trimmer, which is the primary reason I got it because I'll be honest, I'm not one for obsessing about my eyebrows so much. I always have shaved them with a regular razor, and it was whatever one I had, nothing special. So I got that electric trimmer for my nose, and actually, for the second time using it in the last couple months, I shaved off all my eyebrows. So I am having to draw them on, and I am not good at makeup or drawing on my eyebrows, and I did screw them up, but in my next video, I will try to fix them. So I just wanted to say life's hacks. So, growing up poor and going to school and bettering myself to go to college and get a degree, and I do have a good degree and I do have a good job. However, it's not as great as people think, because when you do grow up and better yourself, you get bumped into different tax brackets, and then you have to pay $1 million for your health insurance. So, if you have children, which I do, your health insurance can be quite pricey, onward and upward to uh, approximately $900 a month to $1,000 a month for me and 2 children. And when I had 3 children, it was the same, because once you get past the second child, it doesn't change. So, having said that, I just want to say there are some things that I do to try to cut corners with cost, and I am going to share on my videos with you life's hacks from your daily can of worms. The first hack being makeup. Yes, I have to present myself in public, and I am a professional, so I try to look better than when I just wake up at night or in the morning. I work nights, so you get my drift. My nighttime is my morning, so I will just say I'm trying to put the top on this electric nose hair trimmer, but it's not working out for me. So I need to use my second hand and actually look and see what I am doing. So I quit doing this and obsessing about it, because that's part of my brain, is I have some obsession issues. No, not with people. I'm not obsessed with people. I'm not a stalker. Let me put that on the table right now. It's just I have like these weird little OCD things, like, and you'll be surprised, because you can't tell unless you really know me and are closely next to me on a daily basis. Unfortunately, that OCD that I have does affect me getting to work on time. I'm usually approximately 10 minutes late to work, sometimes 15 or 20, and it's not anything I can control, and I've been written up and stuff, and I just would hope that employers out there suffering with people that are late every day. And if it's like one person that's chronically late, I'm not saying you can condone it and like, so to speak, let them get away with it. It's not even about that. It's not even like they're trying to get away with being late every day. Some people just have a problem, and it's an actual medical problem or a psychiatric problem. You could say either or, but in this case, it's a medical problem that has affected my psychiatric brain, I would say. So I am obsessing getting this top on this nose hair clipper, so I just gotta leave it alone. Okay, so back to focus. So, makeup. I just want to say, first and foremost, I love makeup, and I would love to experience one day what it's like to buy expensive makeup. I feel makeup's already expensive. Sorry, drugstore makeup is getting outrageous, especially if you shop at certain 3-letter places like drugstores that price gouge. Yeah, I'm gonna say it, price gouge, because they do it because people are in there getting medicine or whatever else they need from a drugstore, and it's convenient to grab some makeup on the trip. So if you're like me and you don't like to go out much and be around people much, then you could just do all your shopping right there. Bam. And they know this, so they increase the price. Like, I'm gonna say, like, don't mind the makeup is dirty. Sorry, I'm just not very good at keeping it clean. But I use L'Oreal Visible Lift now for years. Probably since it came out. I don't even know. But I use it all the time. I feel like for my face, it's the best foundation, because I have a dry face and dry hair. So I like to add moisture. And I do love using e.l.f.'s hydrating primer before I put on my foundation, and it does work great. However, I have been using just mineral cream, something of this sort, and I would compare it to like Eucerin. So this is what I've been using. It's mineral cream, and I love it. You don't need much, just a tiny bit. And then you could just like put it on your forehead, rub it in real good because it feels good. And then after I take a shower, I put it on at night, and I put it on my body and my legs and my feet. And then I do spray in between my toes with foot spray. And then I put a lot of mineral cream on my heel, big toe, because I don't like dry, crusty feet. And that's that. So back to makeup. So I use a whole bunch of different makeup, and I would show it to you right now, but you will be horrified what my makeup bins look like. They are insanely just thrown in there. And I know I said I have OCD. I do on certain things. It's just not my house so much anymore. It used to be, but I've kind of sunk into this thing of depression where I'm just kind of trying to crawl back out of my hole. So kind of my whole house and life has swallowed me, and I'm doing a lot better this day, and I am trying to move forward and um get over it and dig out of the hole. So forgive me. And again, that's my brain is like all over the place. My medical problems were new for me as far as how they knocked me down a notch and took me out of work for a little bit. I am used to being a worker. I work overtime, full time, my whole entire life since I was 15 years old. I've been on the books. And it really set me back when I could not fulfill my shifts and I had to go out of work for a little bit. And it was unfortunate because it knocked me way down financially and mentally. And like I said, I'm getting over that now. I'm trying to crawl out. But if anyone else is going through that, I understand. It sucks. But try and climb out. One little thing at a time, just don't worry about it. Just one little thing at a time. But see, let's get back to makeup. So I just want to say, foundation wise, I use L'Oreal Lift. Secondly, had I not grown to be obsessed with watching Eugenia, I would not know what this is or what it's for. But I've been obsessed with watching her, and for a lot of different reasons that I won't get into right now. But she did teach me about this. Thank you, Eugenia. So I never realized that this little thing can do a lot of good for your makeup. I always just use my hands, and I would just like put a whole bunch of foundation in. And I've never, thank God, had issues with my skin, as sensitive as it may seem as a redhead. I do have freckles, and I've always covered my freckles with foundation. And that was the main reason why I covered my face, because I don't like my freckles. And as if you could tell, you can't tell I have freckles. People don't know that I do, because I've always, from the age of 18, covered my face. So, back to drugstore makeup. Okay, so when I splurge, I feel like I'm splurging. I buy Physicians Formula. I love it for eyeliners, and that's the only thing I really know about it. And mascaras, because I love their mascara that you dip into. I'll show you. I have it. It's a little bit dirty, so I apologize. But I have this, the mascara, and then you dip it into the fibers, and then you put it on. The only thing that sucks about that is the fibers get my eyes, and it makes my eyes water. It feels like I have dry contacts or something in. So that part sucks, but I do like the after. So, having said that, I use a bunch of different mascaras and eyeliners, honestly. I just shopped on Temu too, and I found that most of the makeup I bought off Temu was worthless and cheesy and corny, and it broke, but like for $1, that's what you get. But I'm willing to try it for $1. You know what I'm saying? So I did get a Temu eyeliner that I ended up loving. That is waterproof and works great. I'm having a hard time locating it at the moment, because I do take some makeup to work with me to refresh my face. So clearly I just don't have it right now. However, the second thing I want to say is, being a redhead and the fact that I don't know anything about makeup, I did love using browns for my eyeliner, my eyebrows, because my eyebrows, believe it or not, are not plain red or yellow, or blonde rather, not yellow, duh. but they're not light like normal redheads. My eyebrows are actually dark. They're because my hair is auburn. So I am like a calico in that sense because my arm hair is super light. I rarely have to shave my armpits because I don't grow hair there. And when I do, it is so light, it's just like non existent. So it's like translucent. But I wish I could say that for everywhere. So, but back to this. My eyebrows look awful. I do apologize, but I haven't really done them yet. I did run an eyeliner over them briefly to make a video, but I really need to go back and change it because it takes a couple different eyeliners. But this is the Physicians Formula Brown, one of the browns, and I do like to use it. And I always make a excited brow when I draw in my eyebrows. See, I'm just going to draw in a little piece here. Can't even see what I'm doing because I'm using my phone, but there. So that's kind of what I do. I do a few more steps, but I start with a pencil. I do have Brow Wow left over from like a million years ago when I accidentally shaved off my eyebrows because I take sleep medication and you just don't remember things. When I woke up, I was like, holy shit, I have no eyebrows. Yeah, it was funny. It made great for a Snapchat. So anyway, but okay, so I like Physician Formula for my eyebrows, but I also use different brands because I use multiple brands every day, over and over and over. Um, and what I discovered lately is I have always loved Falsies brand mascara too. So it's pretty like black. I like black, 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 black. I always like waterproof because of my job. I'm there for long hours. And I hate when my makeup like runs everywhere. So I know I'm all over the place. Bear with me. So I ordered this BB cream, or they call it CC cream. It's SPF 15 from Temu. It looks like the brand is Quiam. It's not bad. I like it. It was like a dollar or something, $1.68. So it was worth it. So secondly, I buy some fake eyelashes. The last ones I bought, I'm gonna say, are shitty, and I'll show you. These were LA Colors. I know LA Colors is one of the cheapest things on the planet, but you're gonna be surprised when I show you that most of my makeup collection is LA Colors just because I don't like to spend a lot of money on makeup, but I need it because I wear it every day. Like, I don't go anywhere without makeup on, primarily. So I go through it a lot. So I don't like to spend a lot of money on one item because it would cost me like $1 million to wear makeup yearly. And like I said, I've already discovered that like drugstores are price gouging, and it is like drugstores rather. It is like $100 to go there and buy like 5 items at the drugstore, and it's not even good stuff. So I don't know what good stuff is because I've never bought expensive makeup. So if anyone knows, let me know. But this is an eyelash from LA Colors. They literally fall apart. Like, you can't even pull them off the plastic and they fall apart. So I was kind of PO'd that the Dollar General was selling those as the same price as Kiss. I always buy Kiss. It's a great brand. I've loved it. I don't know any other brand besides that I've used for fake eyelashes. And I don't try to put fake eyelashes on anymore because it literally like took all my eyelashes out and I'm trying to grow them back. So I've been trying to not put them on. So bear with my eyes. But what I was getting at too is nose hairs. Maybe you guys love your nose hairs. I just have this obsession with hating hair on my arms, hair on my legs, hair on my feet, toes, fingers, nose. I have to clip them out. I hate nose hairs. I'm sorry. I know they're there for physiology reasons. They filter the dust and dirt and pathogens from going down into our lungs, that sort of thing. However, I'm going to take the risk. I'm never sick usually. I've had COVID a couple times and I've lived it tell the tale with very minimal symptoms, if any. However, I don't like nose hairs. So I zip them out as often as I can. And to get off topic for a little bit, when I did get swabbed for COVID one year, It was so odd. I woke up the next day and my nose was like this. It was literally like a clown nose and it got infected. So I could not trim my nose hairs for like a year because every time I tried to, it would get infected. Ever since that swab, I'm not saying it was anything other than it was a weird coincidence because I had a million COVID swabs being in the healthcare field. And that one particular time, I had a huge infection and had to get antibiotics, 2 courses of, to get rid of it. And it was horrible. Talk about sore. I have a tiny nose. It's a little witch nose, a little pointy witch nose. However, it was like this red. It would look like a clown nose. It was awful and it was very painful. So I don't want to experience that again. And so I just bought this wall about a month or two ago and I love it and it works great. And I have not had one infection from zipping them out. However, back to makeup, I have found that if you look around, you could find little gems. And for me, that little gem was this makeup palette I'm about to show you. I like pink. I think pink looks the best on me. I try to put colors on and it just does not look good on me. I would love to try black. I would love to do smoky eye. I would love to do all that. And browns, I love browns. I just suck at makeup application. Yes, I've tried to watch YouTube videos. I don't get it. I was one of those people that also could not do a second language, believe it or not. Yes. So, having said that, I just want to say I went to TJ Maxx and I found this gem. Oh my god. It's everything I could need in one palette. And it's all the colors I love. Because don't you hate buying a palette just to get that 1 or 2 colors that you're going to use and then the palette just sits there? I got lots of those. That's another reason I don't spend a lot of money. However, look at this palette. It is so amazing. It's all the pinks and neutrals you can imagine. And it's from Nicole Miller, New York, and it's called Glamorous Nudes All Over Face Palette. And I'll tell you what, Nicole nailed it. And literally, I paid like $6.99 for this at TJ Maxx. So it's awesome. Another life hack is that brand Believe. If you don't know where it's at Dollar General. I shop a lot at Dollar General because of where I live, and I don't like to go to Walmart and deal with a bunch of people. So I live kind of out and about, and the crowd is like so minimal. I just don't like to have very many interactions. Being a nurse a bunch of years has destroyed my love for people, so to speak. I do. Don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I care about people that I take care of. It's just that after dealing with people all day, all night, in a busy ER, blah, 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 you just get tired of dealing with people and you just don't want to deal with people in your afterlife. You're a nurse, first and foremost. You go there, you do the best you can with a good heart and good intentions, and you take an oath that you're going to do everything in your power to save someone's life, regardless of who it is. Nothing matters. It's a human life, and you're there to do that. And if you go into the field for the so-called money, you're ridiculous. I personally went through the field for the love of helping people in medicine. I am just in love with the medical field, or I was before COVID, but that's another video. However, what I'm getting at is that you can't go into medicine if you're going in it for the paycheck, because you have to have other instincts that are important, and you have to have things that are not taught to you in school to be able to fulfill your oath completely. I don't know how to say it other than that. Okay, back to makeup though. That brain. Dee. Okay, so another brand is Believe. This foundation is so great. I love it. I put it on one day because I was like, oh, I can't afford L'Oreal right now. It's like, I don't know, onward of $15 if you're shopping at certain drugstores. So this foundation was literally like 5 something at the Dollar General. And at first I thought, you could just get me through till payday. Well, now I frequent Believe. And I use like several different foundations and concealers and whatnot. Like I said, I don't have issues with my skin outside of freckles, so I'm fortunate into that sense. However, I've always caked on my makeup and it's always been cakey and blah blah blah. So that's why I was so like in love with this beauty blender, and I never knew that you could use it and it would do such a great job and you don't go through as much makeup. So and that's another thing I noticed too by watching Eugenia was you don't need a lot does not it's not necessary. You just need a little bit and you need to blow off your brush and you need to tap it and all that stuff. So I did learn that. Thank you, Eugenia. Okay, so, but secondly, okay, so another palette I like is Physicians Formula. I can't even show you this palette. You're going to just take me to the grave on this. It's so jacked up and dirty and gross looking, but it's so old. Like I have a problem. I don't throw away clothes or makeup. I'm a little bit of a hoarder in that sense. So I'll just show you the back of it. It's that, okay, I'll just show you, whatever. Put it in the comments. Tell me how gross it is to keep dirty ass makeup palette. There it is. It's nasty. I'm sorry. But the colors I love because they sparkle. And ever since Nicki Minaj came on to American Idol that long ago, I've been in love with sparkly pink and sparkly brownish colors. And Physicians Formula is that. And this palette is so old. It's years and years and years old. But I still gouge at it, and it literally should go in the garbage, but I still use it. I don't throw away anything, because you never know. You never know. You might need it. And that's a hoarder mentation. And it's probably not good to have, but that's me. So another thing I have is LA Colors. And it's all like browns, coppers, gray, silver. I love this palette. It works pretty fucking good. Sorry, it just does. Another palette I have bought in the past and I bought again recently is the 16 color eyeshadow palette from LA Colors. And I know guys down me because they wear LA Colors, but this stuff is like so cheap and it works so good. And I can't say just as good because I don't know what good makeup is. And another palette I have too is this LA Colors palette, and it's got a bunch of bright colors. Now I would love to wear purple. Well, I do get away with some purples. I'm not gonna lie, I do. Purple does look good on my eyes because I have brown eyes, but they're like a weird brown. They're not like brown. They're like a reddish brown. I would say like almost the color of my hair. Can you see them? Yeah, those are my natural eye colors. So anyway, I like pink and I do like purples, but it's gotta be like really light purples. But anyway, so I bought this palette primarily for the pink and purple. I did try the green one day to try to look cute because, like, I don't know how people get away with doing those wild colors like Jeffree Star and Eugenia and a lot of other people. I just don't know how to do makeup, and so it doesn't look good on me. So I cannot pull off the other shades. I did wear the green one day. I just put a little bit right here. So if you guys have comments on that, on how to do that, I've tried to watch videos. I'm not a good person for picking up on like second languages or the technique of makeup and art. I did take art classes in school, and my brother is an artist and I am not, so we were in the same class, and you can imagine how that went. Like, I could draw a stick figure and he could draw a whole human being and then some, and to this day he's still an artist. Shout out to my brother. He does a lot of metal work and he does other stuff too, but he could draw anything, and paint anything. So it's kind of cool. But I did not get that side, unfortunately, because I love to try to draw and stuff, but it just doesn't turn out. I get it in my head, but I can't put it on paper. And that's with anything I do, including trying to remodel my house. Oh, there's story. However, okay, back to makeups. Here is an LA Colors Big Super Fiber Mascara. And it works, guys. Like, I can go to work and people don't know that I'm rocking LA colors. I don't know what they think, probably just like any other person. But I can't afford to buy expensive makeup with the amount of it that I use. Now I have Tattoo Studio by Maybelline, a brown. I like this brown. The only thing that sucks about it is it runs. So like into my shift a little bit, I'll see that it runs. Even by the time I'm done with my eyes and stuff, they run. So I always have like makeup here, and I hate that. I wish I could get it to stay on. Now, the one thing I have never tried, and maybe you guys could put it in the comments to let me know how it works, is I have never tried the setting spray. Does like it keep your makeup still? What does it do? Because I'm curious, and I've just never really seen it to buy it. But never had the desire to either because like I've been kind of a tomboy my whole life, so I didn't even really know anything about makeup. And when I started buying it, I'm just like one of those cheap people that don't want to spend that kind of money on the makeup. Now, I do have a friend that does buy a lot of expensive makeup, and she inspired me too. She did buy me an expensive makeup palette, or at least it's expensive to me, and it's called Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it was this palette. As you can see, I mingled it. Now, I love that black and reddish color. I just don't know how to put it on, so I could never use it. So I just used like the glittery like neutrals or whatever. It's like a white powder and then that glittery brown I would use. But I would love to try the maroon because maroon is my favorite color. I just can't get it to look good on me because I don't know what I'm doing. So on the other hand, I do have some Milani blush that's pink, and I use this on my eyes and my cheeks, and I've never had a problem. Another LA Colors, go figure, palette that I had, and it's really dirty. I should have washed them, but I'm being like weird. I don't ever wash my makeup, and maybe I should. That's probably part of my life issues. But look at this palette. I use that too on my face and on my eyes, so I really like it. And honestly, I use those browns to draw in my eyebrows with when I use a brush on my eyebrows instead of a pencil. However, so that's pretty much my makeup collection consists of Believe. Look at this palette. This is freaking awesome. I just don't know how to apply it to make it look as good as I know it probably could. The colors are so pretty. I'm going to open it so you can see it. But again, I don't know how to apply it, so I only used a couple of colors that I use. So this is the colors. Like, look at those colors, man. I just don't know how to use them, and so that's what that looks like. I wish I did because I'm sure that yellowish glitter would look nice on somebody. And it's hard to for me because I have red hair. Like, people don't understand how hard it is for redheads. Like, we can't just wear any color or put on any shade of makeup. It just doesn't look right. It's not as pretty as it looks on people with darker skin tones and darker hair or blonde hair. So I know I have blonde highlights, but it's not the same. I don't know how to describe it, but redheads have it unfortunate when it comes to clothing and makeup. It's hard for us, or at least it is for me. I don't know. Maybe I can't speak for everybody. So, okay, having said that, that's the primary gist you get. Primarily what I do with colors, eyeshadows. It's either Physicians Formula or some drugstore stuff, or that Nicole Miller palette that I found at TJ Maxx for $6. Like, I want to punch myself in the face because how come I don't go to TJ Maxx more often? How come? I don't know. So then it goes down to brushes too. I don't spend a lot of money on brushes. It's like whatever packet I can get for under $10 or $12 at the store is what I usually buy. So, not knowing anything about makeup, it's never bothered me before. A friend of mine, the same friend that bought me that expensive Anastasia palette, she did buy me some Morph brushes. And these brushes are awesome. But again, I myself am too cheap to spend my money on makeup. Not to say that I don't blow my makeup on other things, because I do. Like, I like certain things, like A&W root beer. It's like $1 million now for the minis, but I buy them once in a while now. I kind of quit drinking soda as much because of my teeth. I'm trying to preserve them because they're not going to be around much longer. And then this makeup brush is some like cheapy brush that I bought from the store a million years ago, and that's another thing. I don't ever throw out my brushes until I end up losing them, or they get like so gross that they just do. And unfortunately, I can't read what it says on there, but I don't know. I like this little brush. I don't know what it's for, but I use it for my. I put my blush on and put it on a little bit, and then I take this other like brush. This is the brush I got from TJ Maxx, Kala, and then I go over it with the big brush. And I never knew to blend until I started watching people on YouTube blend, and I was like, holy shit, it looks so much better. Look at this. Even just sitting here just blending out what I've already blended out before, it's like you can't blend enough. There's no such thing as blending too much. Like, you could just sit here and blend all day. And it looks good. Okay, for lipsticks, I like pinks. Again. However, I do like some peaches. However, like this one I got, it's called Ellen Tracy. It looks like such a beautiful pinkish peach thing. But when you put it on, it's like bright orange. So I never wear that one. Sorry, it just sits there. And then secondly, I got NYX. Now, I love NYX's lip stuff. I've never really bought much of anything else from them, but I do like their lip products. Their lip butter or whatever it's called is like one of my favorite lip glosses ever. But I did buy this like what is it? Shine Loud NYX lipstick. Anyway, it's like one of those lipsticks that stay on forever. Like, honestly, I gotta shout out to CoverGirl because I've been buying their lipstick that stays on forever. It's like paint for a million years since they've come out with it, and I freaking love it. And I love the pinks. I usually get rose. What color is this? I don't know. It's number 575 though. But anyways, I really like their light pinks. And I get some darker pinks too, but I end up mixing them, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know, dark pink just doesn't look good. Alright, so having said that, I'm just saying, like, if you look at my face and you saw me out in public, you would just think I look like a normal person, but I am presentable to the public because I put makeup on. So you're welcome. I just wanted to share that and say, like, we don't have to be ugly even during inflation. There's so many ways to get around it, and you can just get like cheapy palettes from TJ Maxx, cheapy palettes from wherever you can get them online. I don't like dislike Temu 100%. I've only bought knocked there a couple of times, and some things were like horrible. It was like literally a lip liner pencil that was like so cheap it broke in the mail. Like, it broke before it even got to me. And I liked the color. It was pink, but I didn't dare sharpen it because I felt like if I sharpened it, the whole color stick would fall out of the wood and it just wouldn't have been worth it. So I just used it until it was gone basically, or down to the wood, and now I chunked it. Yeah, I threw it out. Imagine that. So some other stuff that I use. Oh, this is my favorite, I think. Is this it or no? No, this isn't it. But this is like one that I use. It's just like called Bobini, maybe? Bobini? I don't know how you say that, but it's alright. It's not bad. I think it does smudge a little bit though. That's what I don't like about it. I did try this lightning mascara, and it's okay, but again, I don't just like, you know, and it probably is stupid because by the time I put like 5 different mascaras on, I could have spent the money for just probably one good one. But I do keep my stuff forever and ever and ever. So even though I put 5 on, doesn't mean I bought 5 that day to put on. It just means that I have 5 here, and I end up just doing layer upon layer upon layer. And I'll use this color and that color and get what I get. So that's that. But alright, I can't think of anything else as far as makeup goes, but that's my makeup hack is I just buy cheap makeup. I don't know how to put it on, but I put it on enough to go out in public. So, having said that, it's long and drawn out. I can't help it. It's my brain. Peace out.